Hello everyone, it is I, the conservative coin collector. If there's one thing I'm a sucker for, it's dollar coins. Morgans are my favorite to collect. I also like the Ike dollar, heck, I'll even go with the second Jubilee dollar. Those ones are also pretty cool. And there's even a Cheerio dollar to look out for in the second Jubilee dollar collection, but I'm not going to get into that today. I'm going to get into the complete history of the dollar coin because I want to know how it got started and I want to know where the heck the dollar coin may even go. So that's what today's video is going to be about, the complete history of the United States dollar coin. You know to like, comment, subscribe, and share, and hit the bell icon, and well, on to the video, the complete history of the dollar coin. Before the American Revolutionary War, coins from many European nations circulated freely in the American colonies, as did coinage issued by the various colonies themselves. Chief among them were Spanish silver dollar coins, known as 8 pieces or pieces of 8 and 8 reals. They were minted in Mexico and other colonies with silver minted from the North, Central, and South American mines. These coins, along with others of similar size and value, were used throughout the colonies, and later in the United States, they were legal tender until the year 1857. The Coinage Act of 1792 authorized the production of dollar coins from silver. The United States produced silver dollar coins from 1794 to 1803. And then ceased regular production of silver dollars until 1836. The first silver dollars there were precisely 1,758 of them, were coined on October 15th, 1794, and were immediately delivered to the Mint Director David Rittenhouse, and he was going to distribute them to dignitaries as souvenirs. Therefore, until 1804, they were struck in varying quantities. There were 2 obverse designs, the flowing hair and the draped bust. The flowing hair is the one I'm showing you. There were also 2 reverse designs, the small eagle and the heraldic eagle. I'm showing you the flowing hair variety, so it's the front and the back of the flowing hair. Original silver dollars from this period are highly prized by coin collectors and are exceptionally valuable and range from fairly common to incredibly rare. Because of early practice in hand engraving each die, there are dozens of varieties and dates, all between the years of 1795 and 1803. The 1804 dollar is one of the rarest and most famous coins in the world. Its creation was the result of a simple bookkeeping error, but its status as a highly prized rarity has been established for nearly 150 years. The 1804 silver dollar was actually produced in 1834 when the U.S. Department of State decided to produce a set of U.S. coins to be gifted to rulers in Asia in exchange for trade advantages. Since 1804 was the last reported year of mention for the dollar and the $10 eagle, it was decided that the set would contain examples of those coins dated 1804, as well as other denominations currently being produced. Mint officials, not realizing that 19,000 plus dollars recorded as being produced in 1804 were all dated 1803, and they proceeded to make new dies bearing said date of 1804. Only 15 silver dollars with the date 1804 are known to exist. In 1999, one of them sold at auction for more than $4 million. There are 8 Class 1 dollars struck in 1834 for the aforementioned cents, 1 Class 2 dollar, and it was struck over in 1857 Swiss shooting thaler. And the now coin is at the Smithsonian, and 6 Class 3 dollars struck suspiciously sometime between 1858 and 1860 to meet collector demand for the coin. The Seated Liberty dollar. It was introduced in 1836. The dollars were used in general circulation until 1873. Each city-liberated dollar is composed of 0.77334 troy ounces of silver. They were minted the city-liberated dollar coins. They were produced from 1849 to 1889 at 90% gold and 10% copper. Composed of 90% pure gold, it was the smallest denomination of gold currency ever produced by the U.S. federal government. When the system of coinage was originally designed, there were no plans for a gold dollar. But in the late 1840s, and 2 gold rushes later, Congress was looking to expand the use of gold in the country's currency. The gold dollar was authorized by the Act of March 3, 1849, and the liberated head began circulating soon afterward. It was because of the high value of gold that the gold dollar is the smallest coin in the history of U.S. coinage. While true gold dollars are no longer minted, we had the Sacagawea Presidential and American Innovation dollars, are sometimes referred to as golden dollars because of their color. But gold has not been an American currency for a long time. The trade dollar. The trade dollar was produced in response to other Western powers, such as Great Britain, Spain, France, and particularly Mexico, to compete with trade coins for use in Asia. While the previous Spanish dollar contained less fine silver than the standard dollar, the trade dollars contained a full heaping helping. The American trade dollar therefore had to contain more silver, as it had to keep up with all the other coins that were being traded throughout the world. Trade dollars did not circulate in the U.S. initially, but were legal tender for up to $5. Things changed, however, in 1876, when the price of silver spiraled downwards as Western producers dumped silver on the market, making the trade dollar worth more at face value than its silver content. The result in trade dollars pouring back into the United States was they were bought for as little as the equivalent of 80 cents in Asia, and they were spent in $1 in the United States. So Asians were making money with these coins, which is crazy. This prompted Congress to revoke their legal tender status and restrict the coinage to expiration demand only. However, this did not stop unscrupulous persons from buying trade dollars of bullion value and using them for payment of $1 for the unsuspecting workers and merchants. Production of the trade dollar was officially discontinued for business strikes in 1878, and thereafter from 1879 to 85, produced only as proof examples for the coin. Up next, one of my favorite coins to collect, the Morgan dollar. They are composed of 90% silver and 10% copper, and they were struck between 1878 and 1904, with a minting in 1921, and they started minting commemoratives in 2021, and they're planning on minting them for 2023 and beyond. And being as 2024, they're still minting them right now. The 1921 dated coins are the most common, and there exists a substantial collector market for the pristine, uncirculated specimens, or the rarer dates and mid-marks. Morgan dollars are second only to Lincoln cents in collector popularity. The coin is named after George T. Morgan, its designer, and they were minted in Philadelphia, New Orleans, San Francisco, and Carson City, and in 1921 only in Denver. The mint mark is found underneath the reverse, below the wreath, and above the O in a dollar. The peace dollar. It was introduced in December 1921, and it had the same silver to copper ratio as the Morgan dollar. It was designed by medalist Anthony D. Franceschi, and it was promulgated to commemorate the signing of the formal peace treaties between the Allied forces Germany and Austria, officially ending the World War I hostilities between the two countries. The mint made it from 1922, and the production ceased temporarily after 1928, and plans called for an only 1 year suspension, but this was extended by the Great Depression, and the mintage resumed for only 2 years after 1934. And in May 1965, there was a plan to mint over 216,000 of these Morgan dollars. However, the plans for completing this coinage were abandoned, and there are only 2 pieces that were minted for test trials. They just got melted. They don't exist anymore. Minting of the peace dollar began in 2021 again, and the mint officials have announced an intention to continue minting peace dollars in 2023 and until further notice. I'm going to skip ahead to when the next dollar was minted in 1971, the Eisenhower dollar. The mint issued Eisenhower dollar coins with the obverse depicting President Dwight David Eisenhower, and the reverse of the insignia of the Apollo 11 moon landing, both by Chief Engraver Frank Gasparro. The 1976 bicentennial commemorative design, produced in 75 and 76, featured the Liberty Bell and the moon on the reverse. Eisenhower dollars were minted for general circulation, but contained no silver or gold, but instead were composed of the same copper and nickel composition used for the dime, quarter, half dollar. This made the circulation for the coins extremely resistant to wear, and let the smaller denominations still retain a good deal of shine, even when heavily circulated. The coins were never very popular, primarily because of the large size and weight, and it made them inconvenient to carry, and the fact that very few vending machines were designed to accept them. They saw great use in casinos, and the $1 tokens in many United States casinos are prior to withdrawal of the coins, which remained legal tender. Many casinos did not strike their own tokens, but instead used the Eisenhower dollar. The Susan B. Anthony dollar. It was minted from 1979 to 1981, and again in 1999. The mint produced Anthony dollars depicting women's suffrage activist Susan B. Anthony. It was designed by Frank Gasparro. And Anthony actually became the first historical female person portrayed on circulating U.S. coinage. Many other coins that had women on them were either the Statue of Liberty or Spain's Queen Isabella, allegorical figures, but not real people. The Eisenhower dollar and the Susan B. Anthony dollar were both made of the same copper nickel clad material, but the Susan B. Anthony dollar was actually much smaller, and because it was smaller, it was often confused with a quarter, and it was never popular. In production, it was suspended after 1981. In 1999, it was struck again when the treasury reserves of the coin were low, and it was pre-Sacagawea dollar. It was still a year away from production. While reserves of the coin were high, the coins were often most seen in vending machines, transit systems, and post offices. And ironically enough, I still see these coins in vending machines today. Veering off from circulating coins, we have the American Silver Eagle. It is the official silver bullion coin of the United States. It was designed by Adolph A. Weinman and John Mercanti, and it was first released from the mint on November 24th, 1986. It was struck below the 1 troy ounce of silver with a normal face value of $1 and is guaranteed to contain 99.9% pure silver. It is essentially 1 troy ounce of silver. And the face value may only be $1, but if you're talking about melt value of the silver per ounce is approaching $30. So you have way more than $1 on your hands if you have one of these. In addition to the bullion version, the United States has a proof version and an uncirculated version, along with a silver version. And coin collectors they collect all of them. The Silver Eagle has been produced at 3 mints: the Philadelphia, San Francisco, and West Point Mint. And the American Silver Eagle bullion may be used to fund the individual retirement account investments. Silver needs to get back in our currency because it's the only way our currency is never going to fail if it's backed by silver and gold. Sacagawea dollar. They started minting this in the year 2000, and it's still being minted today. It was authorized by Congress in 1997 because of the supply of the Anthony dollars, and the inventory of the list mintage was at an all-time low. It was actually soon to be depleted. These dollars have a copper core clad and manganese brass. Delays in increasing Sacagawea dollar production led to a final 1999 dated mintage of Susan B. Anthony dollar coins, and they were used infrequently in general commerce. They were used to be given as change by the United States Postal Service in stamp vending machines, which created a relatively small but significant demand, and unfortunately the USPS eliminated all those machines by 2011. They were also used in certain subway and public transit systems, such as the Boston and New York City subways. There are approximately 1 billion Sacagawea coins in circulation and about 250 million in reserve. The Mint greatly reduced the production of dollars in 2001 after citing sufficient inventory. From 02 to 08, the Sacagawea dollars were still minted for collectors, and they were available on uncirculated rolls, mint sets, and proof sets, but not released for general circulation again until the introduction of the Native American series in 2009. The coin featured a plain edge through 2008, but starting in 2009, incused lettering was applied, and the year and the mint mark were moved from the coin's obverse to the coin's edge. As of 2022, dollar coins are not widely encountered in U.S. commerce, except in vending machines or for rides in mass transit, and some in pay and display machines, some laundromats, and some old-fashioned slot machines. On the other hand, the Sacagawea dollar has achieved popularity in El Salvador and Panama, where the U.S. dollar is its official currency. With the passage of the Native American $1 Coin Act on September 20, 2007, the U.S. Mint began designing a series of Sacagawea dollars with modified reverses to further commemorate Native Americans and their important contributions made by Indian tribes. The first Native American series coin was released on January 2009, and it had a reverse that depicted a Native American woman sowing the seeds of the first sister, symbolizing the Indian tribe's contributions to agriculture. They were minted from 2009 to 2012. In December 2005, Congress decided to create a new series of $1 coins that would honor former U.S. presidents. In 2007, presidential coins of 4 different designs were produced. Another 4 designs were produced the next year. And Grover Cleveland is on 2 coins since he had 2 non-consecutive terms. The Presidential $1 Coin Act was intended to create renewed interest in $1 coins that, like it was seen during the 50-state quotas program. And like the Sacagawea dollar, the mint mark, the year, and Godman Trust is on the edge of the coin versus the obverse or the reverse, like on all regular issued coins that are not the dollar coin. On July 20th, 2018, President Donald Trump signed the American Innovation $1 Coin Act into law. The program calls for the release of 4 new coins each year from 2019 to 2032. To honor innovation and innovators by issuing $1 coins for each of the 50 states, District of Columbia, and the 5 U.S. territories. An introductory coin commemorating George Washington signing the country's first patent into law was released in December 2018. Only these coins are being minted for collectors. And who knows where it's going to go from there, because 2032 is a long way away.